good evening, good morning, good day, good afternoon. Depends where are you in the world. I am happy to be here with you and thank you so much for all who are joining this practice. And before we are waiting for our community to gather together online, I would like to share something with you. So today I went to a drumming session and I have promised to myself to follow what my soul wants and what my heart wants, or the little girl who constantly wants to play. Recently, I had this um, eagerness to learn how to play drums. Before that, I really wanted to learn what is called a harmonium, and it's still on the list. But I have joined the drumming classes some time ago. Then the lady who was facilitating it, she left, and then she's back now. So I bought 3 sessions, and it's an incredible joy to do what you love, what you're passionate about, and also learning a new skill, because we know that it's great for the mind and the body, but specifically for training your mind, giving it new activities, it creates new neural paths, and hence it's remain young and active. So that reminded me um, of the session that I had with a client just 3 days ago. And what had happened through the session, we have discovered that she used to love dancing. And now we're working on her coming to even greatest amount of money. She's already quite successful, but she felt like she's stuck in the business. She felt like she had to push herself through the business, like there is a lot of expectations of the family, and she felt that there is no energy to move forward. She put on weight. She felt like there is a lot of pressure, but that she lost everything, that she lost her eagerness to make money, that she lost her energy, that she lost her vibe and love of making money. And in this session, when we realized that she used to love dancing, it was like, boom, a huge clue to me specifically. I was like, oh my goodness, of course you've got no energy because you don't have anything that gives you that extra energy. So people go to the gym, people do different activities to get an extra energy so they can implement it into their business. But what most people forget about is that whenever you follow what your heart and your soul wants, like singing, drumming, dancing, could be learning how to play guitar, could be something that you really, really always wanted to do as a child. Perhaps it could have been painting, but your parents directed you to become a lawyer and go and study. So that thing, that hobby, that's something that you could have turned into your hobby, your fun stuff to do, that is a catalyst for you to take you to the next level in your business. It gives you wings, it gives you extra energy. You just begin to fly into the next level of where you would like to get. And it's so simple that it's almost unbelievable. Okay, imagine when you do business, and let's say you have a goal, you used to make $10,000 or euros per month, and suddenly you want to come to 100, or you would like to make more than that, and there is no energy, you feel stuck, and there is force, there is that pressure that is built within the next level and the expectations of yourself. And of course, you feel powerless, you feel hopeless, helpless, you feel there is no energy to move there. Of course, there is a huge belief structure on top of that that we usually discover through the hypnotherapy session what exactly is blocking However, that wish of your soul that you're not fulfilling, it's one of the main things. And it's going to release so much energy that you're just going to get there so fast, because there is certain playfulness introduced. So when you're moving in your business and you're not forcing yourself, you're not pushing yourself, you're not constantly controlling yourself and being in a discipline, specifically when you're a woman, but it works for both, then there is no energy and you feel stuck. But whenever you introduce that playfulness, and the playfulness comes from your favorite thing that you wanted to do, but you never found enough time for, or you didn't do it enough. So that drawing, that painting, that dancing, that playing instrument thing, that is your playfulness. So when you begin doing it and you put it on the first place, not achieving in your business, not forcing yourself, getting into next level, but when you begin your day with something that you love and you focus on that, and then you focus on remaining in that energy of playfulness, of fun, of joy, doing something that your soul loves. From that space, you're moving into doing daily tasks, anything you need to do, whether it's a call with a client, whether it's creating a new platform where you would like to sell your products. But feel the difference when you're really forcing yourself, why I must do this or I have to do that. There is a whole list usually of tasks, what to do for the day. Or, okay, I'm going to do this fun for my little child or my soul or the inner little girl. And then from that energy, I'm moving and I'm just like ticking everything off the, ticking the boxes of the lists, all the tasks that are there. And suddenly it's like, woof, so much energy release. And you shift it into the next level. Now that you've got all of you online, let's do the practice. So, sit in a comfortable position, please. Close your eyes if you can. And let's take a deep breath in and a big sigh out. Another deep breath in, big sigh out. One more in, out. And we're going to take one more breath. We're going to breathe into the belly, lift it up into the chest, into the heart, into the throat, till the top of your head, and then release with the sound. Like, make a sound if you can, of course. If you're not at work, in your office at the desk and you have people working around, of course, then avoid this. Rather than that, let's take a deep breath in, hold it, not hold it, inhale, 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 take it to your throat, the top of your head, and release, massive exhale. Good. So your body already received the signal that you're safe, that is safe environment for you to be, the practice is safe. Now notice how your breath flows. Notice on each inhale, each exhale, relax. Meanwhile, the muscles on your face. Relax the forehead. Relax the cheeks and relax the muscles in your nerves. I'm sorry, muscles in your eyes, the nerves in and around your eyes. And relax your shoulders. Imagine you dropped off all the weight of your shoulders. You can imagine as a big backpack, incredibly heavy, or big sack, or big bag of worries, or anything you were going through, anything that is stuck in your mind, you can release with all that heaviness of your shoulders. And Keep watching the breath. Notice that it's just happening. It's flowing through the body. It's coming in and out, in and out. And now be aware that the breath is just happening. Perhaps it's just like it's slowed down by now. It got much slower. And be aware that you're not your breath. Now notice that you can watch the thoughts coming into your mind, but you are not giving any extra energy to your thoughts by not giving to it any attention. Just keep watching the breath in and out, in and out, just happening to you. Face is relaxed, the body breathes by itself. And now I want you to realize that you're not your mind and anything that mind brings with itself. The breath is there. It becomes slower. It happens easier now. There is a certain intelligence in your body that is breathing right now. Your eyes are closed if you're not driving or if you're not doing some serious work or whatever you need to do. You can also keep your eyes open. It's a great practice that you can do it with the eyes open. Now I want you to be aware that you're not your feelings. You might notice how the body feels. What is your mind telling you right now? I'm tired, or I can't focus, or whatever the inner conversation is with your mind. Realize that you're not the thought that your mind gives you right now. And it's not what is describing that feeling as well. You are not that. So you're not what your mind is trying to tell you right now. And that there is a certain curiosity already appears like, wow, I don't have to believe what my mind tells me. I'm tired or whatever it is, even if I'm excited. Just simply acknowledge it, be aware of it, and understand that you're not your feelings. You're not your breath. You're not your feelings or any emotions going through you. You're not your mind or anything is trying to convince you into right now. You're not your identity. So you're not that person who you believe you were. And understand that you're not your memories of the past. You don't need to hold to any memory, and you're also not any expectations of the future. And by remaining in this moment of now here, you continue watching the breath. You understand that you're none of what I have mentioned so far, not your body, you're not your name, you're not your thoughts, you're not. All of that could be witnessed. So you're also not any memories of who you believed you were. You're not any expectations of the future or of yourself. You're actor, and you're not the role that you played so far, whether you know that avatar that you came to play and you took the body and imagine yourself to be that person. On top of that, people, your family, society hypnotized you by telling you who you are. So let's drop the role of a perfect mother, lover, partner, sibling, employed yourself being that person, doing this job. Let's dissolve it. There is no pressure, no tension, no stress. You just simply witnessing the breath that flows through your body in and out, in and out. And you also realize that you're not your education, you're not any information that you ever read or heard online. And this world is based on the concepts. So let's drop all the concepts. And for a moment, connection was lost for a while. So I had to check the internet. I'm back online. So now notice that any information that you were told about yourself, you're not that. You're not anything you ever read, anything you ever heard or ever seen. And you're also not the personality that you were hypnotized into. I'm this and that. I like this and I don't like that. Or there is a specific things you were told about your parents when you were little, like you can't sing or stuff that people say, parents specifically say. So dissolve that for a moment. You're not holding any identity of who you used to believe you are. And again, just keep noticing the breath is just there. It flows through the body in and out, in and out. There is no expectations. There is no need to believe yourself into being anything. There is more and more spaciousness created as you keep understanding that you're not your body, you're not your size, you're not your shape, you're not your weight, you're not your education, you're not your wages, you're not your bank account or any money on your bank account. You are not profession that you do, or you're not a house mom if you are at home with children. You're also not mom. Dissolve any role that was imposed on you and notice what has changed in you. There is a certain spaciousness, there is a feeling of lightness, perhaps peace. You notice that the thoughts slow down, and you notice that, wow, I can observe everything from that position where I am aware of everything, but I am none of it. You're not your name, because if I asked you to show yourself and introduce yourself, you'd be saying your name, but that's not who you are. And you're also not your body. You would point at your chest. If you, it's your chest, it's the body, right? So now you have this more and more spaciousness in you, and there is that certain feeling of what you are, but you cannot name it anyhow to fully explain what you are. We have built all the layers, all the belief structures, all the concepts of this world, of who you believe you were, used to believe now. You don't need to hold into any information. And some people are sometimes afraid there is nothing to get attached to, there is nothing to hold into. Yes, there is that inner feeling of being. So you can always say, I am. You are, you exist in this moment, but you don't know what you are. So stick to that feeling, because that feeling never leaves you, which is absolutely fantastic. Because that feeling, when you learn to notice it, that as a background or as a foreground, because actually you can't really describe where it is right now, you can only feel it, but it always is present with you. And we can call it presence. For a moment, it can be your own presence that is felt. And when you learn to constantly be aware of that presence, you will notice that that presence of what you are, that essence of your being, it never dissolves. Even when you go to bed, even in your sleep, that essence of what you are, it's there. And it's interesting, because when people are practicing awareness, that's exactly what they advise to do, to focus constantly on that feeling I am. And then when you go to sleep, after long practice, some people get there after many years. Some people are lucky, or if they got It's not actually luckiness. It's not luck. It's basically if you have practiced it in your past lives, then you take everything to this life and you carry on this practice, then you have already an experience of that. And it's kind of that good karma is passed over to you in this lifetime. And then you have more chances to get to the level where when you go to bed and when you're falling asleep, you actually self realize yourself in the dream. And that is called lucid dreaming. So suddenly you wake up in the dream and you can control your dream. You can control the reality that is happening in the dream because the same way when your body goes to sleep and you go to dream, it shows you that is the same thing happening when you wake up in the morning and you have this body. That reality that is around you is also a dream who could be easily controlled if you understand how to learn to be constantly present with I am. And this I amness, it is always attached to a certain feeling. So now I want you to pay a little bit more attention to that feeling of I am and notice how it expands. There is no limit to it, there is no boundaries, it's vast. And this is what you are beyond that I amness. That is the essence of what you really are. It's not even who you are, because then you can call it a divinity, you can call it higher self, you can call it God, you can call it the highest consciousness, super high consciousness. And we're going to call it one unified consciousness, as always, most of the times. And I want you to realize yourself as you still feeling that feeling of what you are. That is exactly that. That I am, that I am. And as that one reality that exists, I want you to now begin amplifying the frequency of love and kindness as high as possible. So many times over, because you are incredibly powerful being. You are a super high consciousness, call it wherever, unified consciousness. And you can do it easily, playfully, easily, just as children do, because children don't have any limits yet. They don't have any beliefs that is impossible. There is no limiting beliefs to them. So keep amplifying the vibration of love and kindness many times over. Notice that the body breathes still by itself, but there is no force to it. You are just focusing on amplifying the awareness of love and kindness many times over in your body, in the aura field around you. It just increases and then expands in every possible direction. There is no limit to it. Think of million times, 10 million times, 100 million times, billion times. And I feel how incredibly it feels within what you are right now. You might feel it in every organ in your body, in your heart, in your liver, in your kidneys, in your lungs. You can feel that massive expansion of love and kindness. That vibration is so high that as your body vibrates, it dissolves anything that does not serve you anymore. As a result of this practice, you receive many benefits. And now I want you, as that one unified consciousness, the only reality that you are, to realize that many people on the planet Earth are doing the same practice. They're realizing themselves as one unified consciousness, and as that one unified consciousness, they multiplying the frequency of love and kindness many times over. And think that it might be a million people, it might be 10 million people, it might be 100 million people, it might be a billion or even 8 billion people. It might be that every single person on this planet Earth, and we might reach that time when every single body on this earth keep amplifying the vibration of love and kindness, and you can feel how it expands in your field, your skin, your hair, your body, every cell vibrates, and the energy around you, it is magnificent. It's just divine. It's potent in that highest frequency of love and kindness, and you can feel the tingling sensation in your fingertips, because as a result of this practice, your body reacts to the energy. And that's the signal that, yes, actually, I can feel what is happening. And now, as one unified consciousness, again, realize yourself through every person on the planet Earth, and knowing that each of them is amplifying the vibration of love and kindness by first realizing themselves being that one unified consciousness. And as one unified consciousness, again, through every person on the planet Earth, you keep amplifying the vibration of love and kindness. So think like multiple times, like 100 million times or billion times. And that goes like this in a circle. So you, as one consciousness, keep through every person on the planet Earth realizing yourself, and every person realizes themselves as one unified consciousness, and you keep amplifying the vibration of love and kindness many, 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 many times over, and it all keeps increasing and increasing and increasing, and you can feel even more and more vibration around your field becomes magnetic, you are becoming more and more charismatic, and of course, longer you stay doing this practice, more often you show up online, as I do on every day, more of that amazing magnetic frequency where everything is doable, everything is achievable, everything is possible, everything is available to you. Things are going to be drawn to you easily without you needing to specifically sit and do any manifestation of attraction things, of attracting things. So now we have created an amazing field. I know that you can feel it as much as I can. There is a lot of love, a lot of kindness, a lot of light within, around, and as a result, everything around you vibrates. All the furniture, all the cars, if you're in the city, all the buildings even around you, all the nature, as the trees, the birds, the animals, everything in the air. Um, Material things, non-material things are vibrating the highest frequency of love and kindness. And we are ready to invite people that we love into this field and let them bath with us. Let them be showered of this highest frequency of love and kindness that we generously created together as a beautiful community of people with open hearts. So think of the names of your beloved ones, think of your family, of parents, aunties, uncles, think of the names. Notice there is nothing for you to do, that the body breathes by itself and everything is happening easily. There is no force to it, no tension, no pressure. Names are flowing, and you know that these people are also benefiting from this practice by being with us. And now let's invite all the people that we might dislike, we might hate it in the past, or still do not like or even hate. Think of people that you haven't spoken since a while. Think of people who might have cheated on you, triggered you, your kids that you snapped this morning, or any people. Exes is always a good example. Think of the exes that annoyed you or you're not talking, and invite as many people as possible. Think of your current colleagues, your ex colleagues. Think of your current boss, your ex bosses. Think of your neighbors that might be jealous. Invite them all into that field. Take a moment. Invite the people, the dynamics between you and them. It's not that great, but now it's getting better and better as you keep inviting them every day into that field. Everything is cleansed, everything is removed, any blocks, any grudges, any stiffness, any disappointments, any hurt, any wounds. Everything is removed by the field, nothing to do for you. You're just breathing and you're just existing. That essence of what you are, that I amness is still there, but notice, wow, how dehypnotized you are from everything that you've been, and more love and kindness can now be absorbed like a sponge. Your body is just like a sponge now, receiving that beautiful energy. All the blocks, anything that does not serve you anymore, are removed by the energy of love and kindness entering even more and more of every cell of your body, and it goes deeper and deeper and deeper, still dissolving, removing, cleansing, clearing, eradicating, extracting anything that does not serve you anymore. It's been removed, released, and sent back to the universal consciousness. So it can be dissolved there. It is dissolved now. It is transmuted and transformed into the highest frequency of love and kindness that your body, your aura, your fields, energetic fields can right now receive. And it's downloading, it's coding, it is installing into your subconscious mind, into your conscious mind, into your body, into the all the auric field around you, and you begin vibrating the highest frequency of love and kindness. And wherever you go, you easily attract anything that you need, because the universe know what you're aligned with, and it knows what is the best for you. And you've been blessed, you've been showered with the gifts of the universe, throwing at you, showering you with the blessings, with the miracles, with the synchronicities, with meeting the right people. And when I'm saying that, I just bumped into one lady, not really bumped, she came to the class of drumming, but it's kind of bumping because I was thinking of her recently, and I was like, oh my God, I spoke to her probably 4 years ago, even maybe longer, even 6 years ago. And I remember I took her number and I couldn't remember what's her name. And I was like, I'll never find in my um, contact list her name, because there's so many people. And that must have been about 2 days ago, sorry, about around 2 weeks maximum, when I was thinking that. And like, I would love to get in touch with this woman, because we can do a beautiful thing. We can use hypnotherapy for a birthing, for programming women, because I do work also. I have an experience with women giving a birth safely, and hypnobirthing is one of the things that I also love doing. And I was like, I would love to introduce it in, because she said she was working at some clinic, like natural birth giving. And she came into my field. Isn't it amazing? It's like, woof. I love it. I love the synchronicities, and I love how the field works when you're really aligned with it. It knows when to send you the right people. So now let's invite all the animals into that field and surround them with an enormous amount of love and kindness. And also think of the birds, think of the insects, think of the all kind of animals: snakes, crocodiles, lions, scorpions, all the, even the spiders. I had a massive spider the other day, like maybe half of my hand, in my bathroom. And a friend who was visiting me, she really, really was afraid of it. So let's invite those spiders. It's fine. They also have a space to be on this planet. And if you have a phobia of spiders, snakes, it could be healed by using hypnosis, by the way. So now let's invite all the nature into that field, the trees, the flowers, the bushes, and then all possible nature, the grass, everything that surrounds us, the air, all the elements, fire, water, um, ether, um, what is the other one? Iron, I think, in English. So now surround it with love and kindness as much as possible. Breathing in and out through the body, notice that, wow, there's a beautiful field is now have been, you have tuned yourself to the field, the frequency that is your natural birthright, the frequency that you were born with. And you can get higher from love and kindness. You can go to joy. That's why it's important to do something that you love, something that gives you joy. And I would love to encourage you as you go through the day today, if it's morning for you, because I know there is one person joining us from USA, and it's the morning there. I would love you to focus on great things. So whether it's the sunshine on your skin, just do this whenever you notice the wind, you notice something really, really beautiful. It could be little thing, or you're sitting and sipping your coffee. Just do this thing. Take inhale and acknowledge that pleasure. Like notice like how you're drawing it into yourself. It's like, thank you, that appreciation is there in the moment. And again, it could be that you saw a beautiful flower, it could be that you met someone, you were passing by, someone that smiled at you, little things that universe is giving us daily. So notice those pleasurable moments of your life, okay, as much as you can, because I will be slowly, step by step, introducing one extra practice to this practice, which is a practice that dissolves bad karma. So, step by step, we will be doing it as you keep coming back online. And today we've done 40 minutes. Wow, I don't know. It's always, I mean, it's such a flow, and it's always so much to share with you that I don't really notice how the time just passes by. So thank you so much for your presence, especially to those who could stay with me until the end. Today was a bit longer than 15 minutes. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate your input. Please call your friends, call your beloved ones, call your family to do this practice, because the benefits are amazing. We are mainly shifting the energy on the planet Earth so there is more peace, more love, more kindness. We can stop the wars. We can bring that peace because we are incredibly powerful beings. And this practice was given to me by a person who was serving years and years in ashrams of India to receive it. So luckily we can do it now without going in India and staying there for years just to benefit from it. Thank you so much. I would love to see your comments under the videos that are already posted on live. I know, guys, you keep always saying hi to me here on a live chat, and I would really appreciate you making a little comment below the video that is already recorded. It doesn't have to be this video, probably will be uploaded in a couple of days, but your feedback, how do you feel while doing this practice? What has happened since you joined? What do you notice when you do this practice daily? What shifted in your life? Because by sharing our story, we can help so many people to understand how powerful it is, and also give them the ability to try themselves and then to invite others, so our community grows, and then we have more and more people benefiting, and their lives will be changing as much as My life is changing when I'm doing it, and I'm so passionate about it. And I know that your life is already changing, and it's just the beginning. It's going to get better and better and better. I'm sending you much love from the bottom of my heart, and I see you here tomorrow, 2 p.m. Europe time, 1 p.m. UK, 8 p.m. Bali time, and I think USA 8 a.m. in, was it Florida? Much love, and see you here tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you.